Hello, hello. We are back after a brief pause. Back with now this don't make no damn sense. Episode 9. I'm Chaz.
I'm Sarita.
And we are back. We took a break. But we are back to continue on with the foolishness. Now, it's not really a light note, it's really a low note. We attended some funerals lately and just thinking about like the etiquette and things that happen at funerals that most likely don't make any sense. You want to go first?
You can go first. I gotta see what you about to say.
No, because there's like an etiquette. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like what you expect to see, especially at a funeral for this, it's like nothing else that we ever see. It's like we go into other civilized affair. It's pretty simple. Go in, take a view, close it up, on your way home. Not us.
Right.
Spectacle. You don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know who about to scream and lay all over the casket.
Not the screaming.
You know what really get on my. You know what really get on my. I'm about to come in hot. You know what really get on my nerve? That person who all like, no, get up, get up. Like, you know damn well you don't want them to get up.
Right.
You know good and well.
Get up, Tito.
Because if he get up, this whole church about to empty out. Can you imagine? Now you know damn well he just raise up. You know you out. So what you want him to get up for? You lying.
The worst are the burials. You ever been to like a burial where they're trying to like jump into the ground with them?
I've never had a chance to see that.
I've had that happen. That's why I don't go to burials unless it's family members. It has to be a family member.
I
I'm not
don't
doing
even
it.
attend the entire funeral if it's not family. Like I had to really deal with you.
Mm.
Like if you're not somebody who I deal with like that, then I tend to walk through, like pay my respects. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like if you're like somebody who I like knew like really well, grew up with, like family and stuff like that, and that's even that's limited. It depends on how tight I am. I'm honest with you because
Right.
I can't. So it's like in order for me to sit through the whole thing and go to it all.
Right, doing like the burial too.
Yeah. So most times if we're not tight, I just want to pay my respects. I'll do a walkthrough, go view, speak to the immediate family, and sign the book, and on my way out the door.
Right.
But it's certain things like with the foolishness, like people throw themselves all over the place, all over the floor, and it's like I'm not trying to tell you how to grieve, but
Right. But it's like knock it off.
Because I would have to assume it's like you have to be somebody that's so important to me for me to not. You know what I mean? Not gonna. I don't want it to happen, but until that really happens,
Right.
I don't know if I will ever be that person who's gonna lay all over the place.
Yeah.
And I mean, granted, like my grandmother passed, like she really, I'm really close to her, and I didn't act like that, but I don't know what it is that made people just lay all over the place.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't want to discount your grief, but
Right. It's like the funeral I went to that time when they would try to jump in the grave thing. I was like, all right, I'm leaving.
like I've seen them.
This is a lot. This is, and I get everybody's grief is different. I don't know.
Like,
And then one of the like I remember like the mother was screaming and like and I know that's totally different from mine, so I'm not even there for that. But like I don't know. And then I've been to funerals where they've done like hood booger stuff where they've put like rolled up blunts in the person's casket and like bottles of Hennessy. Like why?
like
It's such a disrespect to like the family. Like, why are you doing that? And then like you really think he's gonna just wake up in that coffin and just start smoking that joint? Like, I am so glad they thought of me. Just spark it up.
Yeah, finally admitted to myself.
I thought y'all would never leave.
Like,
what? I never understood that. Like, why are you doing that?
Hot box, no good.
Right. This is a hot box for real.
Hot box.
I got to turn on boom boom room.
You know, but it's like, to me, I feel like it's a difference between people who are in a genuine state of grief versus people who are just doing it because they want attention. Like it's very obvious. The people who's like, because you know, like, you can see that person acting a fool, and then the people behind like, now she knows she ain't no more like that. You know what I mean?
Like, she ain't even like him.
Wait, you like, get up.
Stop rolling around. You got that clenched mouth first. It's duckful. It's dirty.
That's the only thing black people be caring about, how dirty the floor is. If you don't get above that dirty floor.
You don't know where that floor is. When the last time they cleaned that floor?
You don't get that. That's the first thing. If you don't get off that dirty floor, and I know it, look at it. That's the first thing we be concerned with. As soon as your kid jump down, you don't get up off that dirty floor. That floor, no, it's dirty. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's the first time that ever happened.
I know. Uh-oh. Technical difficulty. So that's from their site. No, I don't wanna. Darn.
What did it say again when you hit troubleshoot? It was just saying basically that it's connected.
It took us system connectivity. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We never had anything different happen.
I never saw that pop up before.
I'm just going to refresh.
Hey
guys, so we had a little bit of technical difficulty, so sorry for that. So we're still back talking about the same thing. Folks at the funeral, or we call it FUNE. The FUNE? The FUNE? Okay.
The FUNE.
So basically, there's a lot of things that just happened, and especially the people who work so hard to get the attention of people and just want to be seen so bad at a funeral. And you know what? It's almost like that mistress syndrome. It's like, don't show up now. Yeah. Because if he wanted you to be a secret, you need to stay a secret. Don't show up now. Don't show up with them 10 kids now. You stay where you was at. You stay where he left you at. He didn't bring you around for a reason. You stay where you was at. Don't come laying over the casket now.
Not a secret.
I can tell you right now, you come lay over this casket, you paying for all expenses. I'm transferring. I'm withdrawing all the policies. It's solely up to you to pay for this man if you come lay on this casket. You hear me? I'm so serious. I can't.
I haven't seen any of those. Luckily, not in person. I've seen them online, of course.
I've heard of some. I've heard when people showing up acting up. I've heard of it. I've heard of a story where the mistress showed up and ended up in a fist fight with the wife right next to the casket. I wish I would. While you laid there and you get to be asleep while I fight this heifer that you brought into my life. Right. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being in church, laying on top of somebody trying to fight while he just like this?
It's just literally at peace.
While they knocking the casket over, he's shivering. I wish like hell.
I've never seen that in real life. I've just seen videos on IG of people in other places posting that.
I've seen it. Trust me, I've seen it. No, and honestly, I'm telling you right now. If my intention was to cremate and somebody come in there acting like that, the ashes going with you. I don't want that shit in my house. You know, I don't like ashes anyway. So I don't want ashes in my house anyway. So it don't even make a difference. I don't want it in my house anyway. Yeah. Because when 100 years later, when nobody will know who I am, nobody ain't gonna want them ashes.
Right. Like, nah, you gonna hold them up like, now what is this?
No, who is this?
Why do we still have this?
Like. I can use it as a vase.
Remember great auntie Chaz? Like, no, just throw it. Throw it out. No. I'll cremate you. You know we love holding on.
I'll cremate you and I'll bring a little bit of your ashes to everywhere you used to go but home. I'll sprinkle you all over Hartford. I don't care. I don't got time for that.
That's Tawana. Get in the car and go to Debbie's house.
Exactly. I'm like, I'll find your mistress and I'll blow your ashes in her face.
She opened the door. You just...
Yeah, you think I'm a voodoo priestess. Shoot.
Voodoo priestess.
The fuck?
Just,
wait.
Just a little blessing for you.
Look. Okay. Look.
They'll think it's anthrax or something.
Yeah.
Like, no, just a little blessing.
Yeah. Now you can still choke on it. Now
y'all can really be together.
You're like, well, now the dust is cleared. You can have
Why are we
you can
like
have
this?
it.
Why are we like this? What if somebody did do that, though?
Honestly, with my funeral, I want the trusted person to have a list of all the people to stand up so I can tell you exactly what I thought about you. Well, for the following people, stand up and please remain standing when you hear your name called.
Oh, that would be nice.
I don't even know why you're still here. What you still doing here?
That would be nice and petty.
I already got a list of people I plan to haunt. It's getting longer every day. I hope that there's haunting privileges because I got to make a pit stop. Don't just bring me where I'm going. I need to make a couple stops.
I would love to have somebody read the letter where I'm going off on the people like that, and you end up going off like how DMX did in that song, like you're whack, you're twisted, your girl's a hoe. That's how I would be going off on the letter. But people got like, and this is for you. This is for you.
I don't know what you doing here. She ain't like you anyway. And you owe her. Where the money at? You owe her.
But
don't think you got off scot free.
You owe her $300.
But don't think you got off scot free. You still owe the money. And I'm here to see to it that you get the money.
Meet me outside. Like the song. Now I understand X even more now. Rest in peace, X.
For real. I ain't got time for that. And if I can haunt you, I'm going to haunt you. I'll tell you right now.
Oh, I got plans.
I will be in the shadows.
I do have plans. I'm going to pick up random stuff and just let it drop.
Where's that $10 you owe me?
Change just jiggling.
I never got that money. Like, don't do it right. Make it interesting.
Stay in the kitchen making toast. All of a sudden, the toaster just sizzles.
Maybe I should spend the extra money and get my funeral done in Ghana. They stand everybody up there. There ain't nobody laying in their casket. They all just standing propped up like this. I wonder how they do that. How do they prop the bodies up?
I don't even want to know. Have you ever been to like a repast? I've seen these lately, like the past, maybe like 7 to 8 years. They'll have like a repast, and they'll take a picture of the person and blow it up into cardboard life size, like
a picture of the person that's dead.
Yes, and they'll blow it up and they'll put it like in a cardboard cutout. So now you go to the repast and you can stand
next to the dead body,
to the person, like in a picture, and take it. Not the dead body, of the person, like alive.
Girl. I was like,
they'll
wait
take
a minute.
A random photo, like maybe he was
okay. All right. I was getting ready to say, I'm like, I'm not taking no picture next to this. Get that out of my face. When they were still alive. I was going to say, wait a minute, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's right.
I am not posing like this next to this. I had a nightmare for the rest of my life. Are you kidding me?
Why is the dead face like that? Why is the dead face like that?
That's how they all look.
No, it's like a picture of them, like they found a picture from some party or gathering or something.
That I know. I know that part.
I don't
now that
like
trash.
That.
Well, my problem is, what you gonna do with it after that?
Right.
Because you're gonna feel bad about throwing it away, and I don't want that shit in my
Imagine
house.
you see it in a dumpster, the feet just sticking out.
Yeah. And I wouldn't want it in my house. You know,
the feet just sticking up out the dumpster.
You know how many times? Do you know how many times you would get up in the middle of the night and see that standing there like, fuck! Oh
God! Oh God!
I gotta get this shit out of here. Hey, get the fuck out of here.
Throw this out,
This is ridiculous. This gotta go.
I miss you, but you gotta go.
I don't even miss you no more, really. At this
you
point,
scared? The children are crying.
Yeah, it's gotta go. I can't.
That's
I
true.
can't.
Though. Like, what do you do with it after? What you gonna just leave it propped up in the corner?
No, like I don't want this stuff in my house.
I don't know why people do this stuff.
I don't know why people do a lot of things they do.
And then some people like really. I've seen pictures where people are like really posing with the person. Like,
no. But those are the people who want the attention. Just like when somebody died and everybody have to do this thing when they have to prove they know the person.
Mm-hmm.
Like they go to Facebook and be like, I remember the last conversation that we had. Like, oh God.
Then they post the text messages. Remember this? You told me to keep doing it and stay in it, and I did.
Like, what? What are you talking about? All I ask you is if you still know the coupon code for the Subway sandwich. What the hell to do with this? I'm about to haunt you. I'm on my way. You stay right where you are.
All I asked you was, do you still work at Foot Locker so I can get a discount? We never talked about none of this stuff.
Come forward. Nah, I need to haunt you.
Flat tire.
Yeah, minor inconvenience. I'm gonna pull on my wires tonight.
You're gonna
that
need
makes
your
absolutely no sense. Honestly.
They do that all the time. I remember that time I was talking to your aunt. And you came in the kitchen, and you just put your arms around me like, I was patting you down to see if you had weapons on you, yo.
No,
like,
I tapped your shoulder because you was in front of the paper towels, and I was trying to get one. I don't even know you. I hate this. I wonder how many would just be like shaking it.
Excuse me, I'm just tapping you to say excuse me.
Move.
To the left.
Oh, you're sick.
I was not hugging you.
Just for one time, I want somebody just to be honest about the person that's laid up in that casket. They was always the blah, blah, blah. They never let anybody go without. They never let nobody go hungry. Like, stop.
Right.
Like, we just bury angels,
Right.
Everybody, like, heaven just overflowing. It's full. There's no more room. It's like...
Oh, they were such a beautiful soul.
And meanwhile, the gates of hell are vacant. Nobody in line.
Lies. They were not a beautiful soul. They were a monster.
You got your head bowed in prayer like this at the funeral, and you got your eyes closed, and it's like, yeah, because they always love you. Like,
you look up like, like, maybe I better like that episode of Golden Girls when they were at the ball. That person popped up at the ball. See, I don't know about the prayer part because, as you know, I don't pray. I just look straight ahead.
Everybody terrible. Everybody terrible is like you just absolved of every sin as soon as you close your eyes. I'm like, I never seen nothing like it. Just be honest. Just be honest. Just be happy. Just be happy that you're finally gone.
And here's my thing. Even if you don't want to be honest, that's okay, because I know you're not supposed to speak ill of the dead. Still. But don't lie. Don't make it seem... Just be like,
right.
They're gone, and
it don't make no sense.
Just repast is over there.
Just one time, I want somebody to walk up to the podium and go, "Whoo, ain't God good? Won't he do it? Won't he do it?"
And start doing a praise thing.
Won't he do it? Nah, he don't come when you call him, but he come right on time.
Yeah, we don't gotta lie.
Cause I knew I couldn't. I knew I wasn't gonna make another day with this man here, and now I don't have
to. Right. I don't need you to get up there and be like, I remember he used to beat the mess out of Onika. Like, I don't need all that. Yeah. But don't lie. You ain't gotta lie. You ain't got to lie, Craig.
I wonder somewhere if somebody go up to the casket and pretend like they kissing the person, and they really they'll down and be like, "Yeah, motherfucker, yeah." Mm-hmm. Thought you said you was gonna be the last one standing.
Just talking all types of crap.
I'm gonna punch you in your mouth right now. I'm gonna slap you right in front of your mama.
Chaz, do you go up to the casket and touch people?
It depends on who you are. I don't do all that. I don't do no extensive rubbing now. No, I know people who do. I know people who rub everything. I'm not one of them people.
I cannot. Can I tell you? I cannot. I can't even look at people in the casket. Really. I feel
what?
like it's my soul.
No, I'm on the other side of the spectrum. I have to see. You know how irritated I get if I get there and the casket already closed. I wanted to see the body.
Really?
Yeah. Well, fun fact: a long time ago, I used to want to be a funeral director, so I almost went to school for that, and I was like, I never did.
Like another missing piece of the puzzle.
So I used to always want to see the body. I want to see see they did a good job. I want to see like what they did. Like I always want to see. Like I'm so irritated when I don't get to see. But it's like I don't do a whole bunch of touching. Like touching is more like elderly. Old people do a lot of touching and rubbing. I don't do all that.
Yeah, I've never even touched a corpse.
Yeah, I have. It's like touching the table. It's like because they
really.
Yeah, because most time a good funeral home, they're usually like frozen because they put they fix them up and they put them in the freezer, so they're like rock solid. And I wonder if it's like I don't know if it's a combination between of like whatever like the
embalming fluid.
Yeah. But they usually like freeze them. Because if you've ever gone to a funeral and you see the body and it almost looks like they're sweating, like little dots, that's perspiration because it's like thawing out, like if you have like a cup of soda, it's like that, like they're like slowly thawing out.
Oh,
because now
she has all types of facts, y'all.
Unfortunately, so if they're frozen, it's because they know the body gonna sit out for a minute, at a church, and whatever. So especially you have to get there enough time like to get them open like for the viewing. The viewing could be a while, and it's not because one of my friends, her father passed, and he was a well liked person. So they were in their town, and for him, his wake was 2 days. I mean, his wake was not in the funeral. His wake was 2 days. And
was he from the islands? I heard they do like stuff like that for days. Okay.
When the people from the island, usually that's when they're Masons. That funeral lasts forever. But no, they weren't from the Caribbean at all. He was just well known, well liked guy. And the wake was 2 days long. And I remember when we went to the wake, like we were outside in line waiting, and I mean the line was down the street.
Wow.
But we were outside down the street just in line waiting to even get to church. And literally it was so many people that there was nowhere to sit. Like all you could do was view and leave. There was nowhere to sit anymore, even if you wanted to stay.
Wow, he must have been really like the love.
He was real nice. He was a real nice guy. And so we went to the first wake. We didn't go to the rest. But yeah, the wake was 2 days. Wow. And then they had the service, and then obviously that's that. But yeah, so they have to prepare for that type of stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, so the person is usually like really, really like just stiff. So it is awkward to because it's obvious they don't feel like a person anymore.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like.
Yeah, so yeah, it's really obvious they don't. It's like, and you can even tell because there's no natural way you can have somebody lay and look natural.
Right.
Like you know what I mean? Like even like a cross hand, they still look like stiff. It's not. There's nothing natural about Yeah. Yeah. So just but some people can handle it, some people can't. But I almost went to school for that, and I changed my mind. I was like, I should have because. It's a booming business, I'll tell you that. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's one not to be morbid. It's one of those businesses that you always be in business.
Yeah, they ain't going nowhere for sure. And they especially have to do, especially in the summertime when it's like really really hot. Like you have to take the precautions.
Yeah.
And I won't go into it, but there's so much that they do, even like for preparation. It's a lot.
I bet. I bet. I'm sure it's just not what we think.
Yeah. Because if you ever watch. Like documentaries or like videos on like the process. It's very interesting, and even like the different ways of like disposal. Because when you think about it, you think immediately like burial or cremation, like the only two things. There's so many different things that people do now.
Yeah,
you'd be surprised. Because there's even like I think even Florida, some other state, they do like hydro cremation, where they put the body in like this chamber and then they fill it up with like the solution, and I think heat it up.
Okay.
So literally all that's left is bones. Like everything else, like kind of like eventually like washes away because of the temperatures and the chemicals.
Mm-hmm.
And all that's left is the bones, and they still grind up like how they would do. So you still technically get ashes, but that's so yeah, they do that. They do like compost, like the terramation, where they kind of essentially turn you into like compost. So there's a bunch of different ways.
Like going back to the
yeah, because they have like these chambers where you can well, if you decide to do that, it's like a chamber that has like compost materials like hay, grass, like whatever is biodegradable, things you put in the compost. Then they wash your body, put you in there, and the shroud. You don't wear like a traditional like clothes. They put you in this shroud that's also biodegradable, and you can put things in the casket with your loved one, but they have to be things that break down, like flowers.
Okay.
If you want to put like a lock of your hair, anything that will break down.
They couldn't put a Jay-Z CD in.
So I'm guessing this is not the route for you. So then after that everything is done, they cover the body up with the rest of the compostable stuff, and then they cover it, and then they like, it's almost like a warehouse where they kind of like put you in a slot.
Okay.
And your family, they can decorate the outside of the container like with your name, like pictures of you, like the outside.
Okay.
And it'll just sit for a certain, I can't remember the period of time, but every now and again they'll take that container and they'll like gently turn it.
Okay.
To make sure that you're composting like evenly. Weird. So eventually it would just be bones, which they in turn grind up. But they grind it up and they add it back to the compost. And then it'll sit for a little while longer. And then when it's all done, like literally it'll be nothing but soil. Like it won't be anything but dirt. It takes a while, so it's nothing but dirt. So then as a family you can decide if you want to pick up that dirt,
right,
and bring it home, like plant or whatever. If you decide you don't want it, they actually have designated fields where they'll spread. They'll spread it and whatever, like almost like garden.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I can come back as a lily.
I wouldn't mind if because they have a thing like the pods where they'll put the body with like a pod for a tree. Now I think that would be nice if when we walk into a cemetery, instead of seeing a bunch of grave sites, you see like a forest.
Yeah, that would be cute.
Yeah, like you go to your tree.
Yeah.
And maybe that tree has a plaque on it or something. I think that would be cool. I mean, that's something that's far, far away, but you think about the earth and limited space and how much we use our resources. It's like, I could imagine a bunch of vaults and steel caskets can be good for the environment at some point. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? I mean, some people even get buried at sea. I saw this video.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, where they drill holes in the casket. And when they push it in, the holes help it just sink down to the bottom. I'm like, ugh.
Because then you got to worry about like the environment
supposedly that actually helps the ecosystem because the high salt in the water, it'll eventually break down the metal anyway. Okay. I mean, it won't break it down to nothing, but it'll eventually break the salt, break it down. Yeah. And then the casket itself becomes an ecosystem like any other like shipwreck. That's kind of like what it is at this point. Yeah. So interesting things. Don't get a little. I could go on forever.
She always has like factoids.
I do have interesting factoids. And speaking of shipwreck, that brings me to a series I think we're gonna cover for next week. It's called Trainwreck. I think it's like the poop ship. Basically it's covering a carnival ship that lost power in the middle of the ocean and everybody got sick. It's on Netflix, so if everybody wants to check it out, it's available right now for view. We're going to take a look at it and talk about it for next time and see, what transpired, and we'll talk about it. I'm sure it got to be funny because, I'm sure it wasn't funny for them people. Well, I can only imagine because I think
I'm sure they were like this.
No, I'll be out. Man, I'm like, is this how it's going to end for me?
Right.
That's what I'll be thinking about. Is it over? Because don't get me wrong, like I've gone on one cruise and it was nice, but the when you really think about it, when you out there, you like, I'm really in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Like there's a moment where you go out there on that deck and you can look in all directions and you don't see a thing, like not 1 ounce of land. You be like, if something happened today, I'm done.
Right.
Because I could swim, but I ain't Olympic. I could tread water.
Out there, like imagine somebody falling over by accident, and
people do.
There.
Well, in accident.
I would have a whole heart attack on
people,
the way down.
People jump. That's not by accident. Because when you go on them decks, you could be on the edge, of the deck, but the ship goes out a little bit further. So if you get in that water, you jump, or somebody threw you. You ain't just fall because they make the railing kind of high. You did it on purpose, or somebody threw you behind. I couldn't even. Oh God, I wouldn't even be a think about it because it's like, can I tread water? Yes. Enough to swim and not sink or whatever. I could even lay on my back and float, whatever. But me thinking about just being out in open ocean
in that black
and you don't know what the hell underneath you. I don't know.
And stuff imagine being out there and something bump your leg. I'm like, oh
no, hell no. Can you imagine falling in that water in the middle of the night where it's black? And you just sitting there trying your best, trying to tread water, and something just brush your shoulder. The hell, no. something big as hell just bump you, and you know it's big. Hell no.
It's because when it bumped me, it felt like it was something huge. That's what I'm saying. I would have a heart attack on the way down.
You know why? Because my mind is irrational. Because my mind is not immediately going to go to shark. It's going to be like, mermaid, Loch Ness, like sea creature. If any big giant animal bumped me in the middle of the ocean, it clearly must be a kraken. It's a kraken. It had to be. It's a giant squid. It ain't no just fish. It's Poseidon. something half human. Poseidon. Something humanoid. Half mystical creature. It's got me. If I get bumped in the middle of the night, it's Ursula.
She's just gonna rise up. I'm like, oh my God.
You poor and unfortunate soul. I'm like, oh no.
Why? And I'm just I can see me too, just watching her like.
Oh, you're gonna take my legs. Oh my God. No, I'm just like,
it'll be no good.
No, because there's people who be like, oh, if I on a cruise, I could pull my bed out there and sleep out there, and I would never in my life.
Oh my God, it's so funny you said I saw a video this morning before we did this.
I would never.
The lady, she pulled out her mattress, put it on the deck, put a little tray out there, put pillows and stuff, and then she stretched and looked like she was about to go to sleep.
I would never in my life.
Absolutely not.
No, because I feel like some...
If her deck thing was glass, what if something happened? What if they hit like a hard wave and your big body bumped up against that glass?
I can't even think. And don't get me wrong, it's like reinforced steel. Like nothing probably. I see. My mind goes to things that's not really gonna happen. I feel like I'm gonna lay out there in the middle of the ocean on that bed, and some monster gonna come pluck me up and take me away. I'm like, you don't got no business out there.
Some monster.
You don't have no. And here's the thing: people always like, oh, go out there and hear the waves crashing. It's like, do you have any idea what happens at night on a cruise ship?
Right.
Because you only lightly cruising throughout the day.
Right.
When y'all go to sleep, they turn them turbines up.
Oh yeah, they crank it up.
You going 100 miles an hour at night.
They crank it up. They were like, yeah, we have fun. We don't want to scare y'all during the day.
They do 200. They do 200 miles an hour at night to make up for that cruising y'all do throughout the day.
Yeah.
That light movement. Like, man.
Because they figure at that point, a lot of people are asleep.
Yeah.
Or they might be in the casino or whatever.
And that's why you can't be asleep on the balcony. Because now you on a speedboat.
Like, imagine going out there like the girl did in the video. You put your mattress out there. You fall asleep out there. And they hit a hard wave. And
Yeah.
Anything can happen. You could just fly up.
Yeah, no, because what's happening is now the cruise ships, what they're starting to do is they're starting to look at people's social media because people like dummies are saying, oh, this is how I get my alcohol on here. This is how I pull my bed out here at night. And when they're actually sending people letters banning them from getting on the ship, I'm like, you stupid. Whatever you do in your cabin between you and yourself, like, why are you telling the world? And
that's what people were saying in the comments too in the video I saw. They were like, well, why would you post this?
Right. I'm like, man, I was like, all I could think about is like when people get on that the speedboat and like dragging like a tube, and every time they hit a bump, they go flying in the air. I'm like, do you know what happens to you at night?
I'm not doing that, and I'm afraid of heights too.
I was like,
and the swimming,
God.
I only know the basics. I only learned the basics just to get out of swimming class in high school.
So just dipping your face and that's it.
And swimming full. So I learned the dipping in the face, swimming forward, and the jet man float.
Well, I can tell you right now, out there's no edge to hold on to. So, you know, people learn how to swim and they go like this to the edge.
That was me.
It ain't out there.
That was me. I was holding on. I was like, what you want me to do, miss? What you want me to do?
It ain't nothing out there. You just gone. And the other thing, too, is I wouldn't want to jump out there because sharks and other animals, they follow cruise ships because they throw out the scraps of food.
Yeah.
So I'm like, They're like,
so that's extra scary. Imagine all the sharks and stuff that was following it, and then all they hear.
Because they said that because of all the cruise ships, it's actually changed like migration of certain animals because they started following the ships because the ships throw out the scraps of food that we don't eat, like all the food we don't eat, they throw it out. Yeah. So now it changed like the whole course of how they swim and everything. Like, I'll stay on the boat. I'll stay in my cabin. Can I tell you right now? When I was on a cruise ship and they had like open windows, and I don't know why I thought I was gonna look out the window. That wind bust my head back so far, like it blew my head back. I couldn't even imagine actually trying to walk out there.
Right.
Like literally, it was like little porthole window, and me just sticking my face. Like the wind blew my head back, and I was like it almost threw my glasses across the room. I said,
"Nah, I'm not doing."
Why would you even want to go out there? It's not even that serious. No, I don't know, but I do want to go on another cruise. I think that to me, because I'm not an experienced traveler at all. It feels like the most comforting way. Yeah, because it brings you to each place. You could go out and take a little feeler.
All you gotta do is just be back.
You get off, take a look around, and then get back on the comfort of your own ship and get back in your room.
I think cruises are perfect for new travelers.
Yeah, and I think that's the anxiety of it because I've never really been out the country like that. So, really at all. So, me just thinking about just going straight to the location, like my mind immediately was like, okay, what am I gonna do now? Like, even though there's an itinerary somewhere, it's still like it's up to you to figure out. Like, okay, adult. Figure out how to get from the airport to the resort.
There's nothing more indulgent than international travel.
Right. I'm like, I realized the hard way that I'm just not ready. I probably just need to do a little bit more cruising just to get that travel bug out of my system.
Are fun.
Yeah,
they
can be. Too. Yeah, so I'm like, I might need to just get on different cruise lines, ones that are going different places, and kind of just like check it out for a while, and maybe then I'll get my not sea legs, probably not the right word, but my traveling under control so I can feel like I'm comfortable. I'm not a big traveler. But as we were talking about like cruise shows, we were also talking about like series and commitments. I'm like, when I say I'm going to watch a series, I try to commit to the whole thing. It doesn't always work that way, but I try to commit to it. To be like, all right, if it says it's got 4 seasons, let me see if I can finish it. And that's kind of where I am right now with Strain. I'm like, I'm trying so hard to get through it. Like I'm in that pocket of something stuff is happening where I'm starting to get irritated with the show. Right. And that one irritating episode enough for you to be like, you know what, forget it. I'm not watching this no more. Right. But now I'm trying to just finish it because it's almost like how it was when we watched Walking Dead. Yeah. So it's like the beginning. Mass appeal because everybody loved it and this and that. But as it goes on, it's like, all right, how much more? You know what I mean? It's like, and then,
let me guess.
Yeah, well, it was a lot of suspense in the beginning. Yeah, because in the beginning it was just, you running and everybody behind you, right, getting chased. You know what I'm saying? that was the whole focal point of the show.
Right.
Now, 100 seasons later, now it's no longer about the zombies. Now it's about the people.
Yeah.
So now, present day, the main character having a conversation, and way off in the back, the zombie like,
and he's just walking out smelling like.
You saying? I'm like, we don't care.
And they still just talking. They like, so when I tell you don't wear my shoes,
yeah, in the background,
I meant don't wear my shoes.
Yeah, in the background. I'm like, so we don't care no more. Cause season 1, episode 1, if you see anything coming, it was like run for the hills.
Yeah, they would start running, or they would turn and like shoot or chop something. Now they just like, so you really think Maxine wants to be with me?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
In the background. Like, so we don't care no more about this. So I'm like, okay. So now it's too much venturing off. It's like, one, you make me kind of not want to watch it because all like the real main characters are pretty much like gone. Mm-hmm. Like you killed all the main people that people cared about. Number one. Number two, you got Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon, because it's just for him.
They got a whole universe.
Yeah, like, Walking Dead, the ones that live. I'm like, what do you want me to watch now?
Then remember they did that little mini series that was so good.
Of what?
With Rick and what was her name?
Michonne.
Yes.
Oh, God, I didn't watch that.
Oh, it was so good.
Because it was only about them two?
It was only about them two. She found out that spoiler alert.
You spoiled it for me too, but go ahead.
Oh! I won't say it then. I was lips are sealed. I
don't know if I ever even get a chance to watch. You go ahead.
Okay, good. Because I was dying on the inside.
Go ahead.
She found out that, you do know that Rick's, again, spoiler alert, you do know that Rick's character was dead.
No.
Okay. So they thought he died, and she was convinced that he didn't. And that's how her character left. She went off because she found proof that he really is out there alive somewhere. So she went off to go find him. That's how her character left.
Okay.
So that spinoff, it was just like a little mini series. I was hoping it would be like an actual continuous series, but they were like, no, we just wanted to kind of like do this to just like
tie up loose ends. Yeah.
So that's how that one started with her. It was so sexy, too, Chaz. Oh, God. I was like,
What's sexier than two people roll around the bed while something outside going, all right, good.
She somehow got to this camp that he's at. And he went off to go do something. Now, he has on a helmet. And she had on one too, so he doesn't know it's her, and she doesn't know it's him. So she drops off this plane. She, you know her with her sword. She's just beating everybody up. Everybody can get it. And he gets like tries somehow he ends up falling on the ground, and he's trying to get to his weapon, but he can't get to it fast enough. And she comes up on him and puts the blade to his face, and lifts the mask and sees his face. And then she pulls out her mask, and they just looking at each other like, I said, all of that
together. He's just like, in that moment, he's like, Professor Ogilvy. Professor.
Oh. And he just stood up like, it's you? And she looked like, I knew it. She just kept saying, I knew it. I knew you weren't dead. I knew it. And then they just embraced and started kissing. And he was like, you can't let anybody know I'm here. You can't. He'll put the mask on and just pretend like I captured you. It was so sexy.
So back up. So now before she we get to the point where everybody thought he was dead, and she went off to look for him. So were they already romantic before this?
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm like, y'all went from that to kissing? Okay.
So they ended up. So I stopped watching it to the point of the topic because it was like, what are y'all doing?
Right.
So I stopped a little bit when they start. You could tell they were trying to put them together, and then they finally kissed and had relations. Maybe like an episode or two after that, I stopped. Not because of the relationship. That was actually cute to me. It was just because of all the other stuff going on. I was like, I don't know what y'all doing. I'm about to go watch something else. So I was done. So I never knew like how the relationship evolved because I had stopped watching it by then.
Okay.
So then when I saw this quick mini series that they did, I was like, oh, I didn't know. So then I had to do research. I didn't know that they like lived together.
Research. See what took up her day. This took all day. I had to research. It took all day.
I had to do SpongeBob. An hour later.
2 hours later.
I really did do research too. I was like,
okay, so now if he was with her.
Because I'm like, I didn't know that they like a relationship. Like they were living in a house like a family. She was raising his youngest daughter as her own. She called her mom because she didn't know her birth mother. Like, I was like, wow, I missed a lot. I didn't care enough to go back and rewatch it because I was all set. But, so yeah, and she got pregnant right before he died and had a baby. So he never met the baby or nothing. So in that mini spinoff, mini series, she got to meet her son. And
I'm like, now who kept this child while she did all this?
She left the kids back there.
Okay. I'm like, what?
They still were like on a campground, and she left the kids there to go find him because she was like, I know he's alive. I know he is. When they met, I was like,
what we'll do for a man.
Look at that.
What we'll do for a man. What we'll do for a man. When we leave all these kids behind.
And then she ended up bringing him back to the camp, and he got to meet he was like, he saw his son, he was like, hi. And he was like, I heard you like something that the son liked that he also liked. And he was like, I heard you like, let's say it was like, I don't know, playing with, fishing. Let's say it was fishing.
Okay.
He's like, I heard you like fishing. And I was like, oh, look at them. They can't.
Hey. You know you gotta stop. It's gotta stop at some point. It's really gotta stop. It's gotta stop.
Oh my God, it was so good, Chad. You gotta check it out. It was so good.
I'll have to go back, but honestly, at this point, I have to start with like season 1, episode 1. Like nothing makes sense anymore. Like I tried.
Well, you could just do what I did and just do some research.
But there's so many characters that have come and gone. Like I didn't even get up to the point where Glenn died.
You stopped that soon.
I'm so far back. It's back when what's his name from Everybody Hates Chris was still there.
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying? So I would have to start from the beginning. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like
the one who played young Chris. I remember when he was on there.
So I think I was like post governor, like I'm way back. Yeah. So it's like I would have to start from the beginning.
I at least got past when Glenn died.
Yeah, I never got to that part. I never got there. So I'm like, I have to start from the beginning.
Interesting.
Like I have to start from the beginning because it's not going to make sense.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but I have to figure it out because honestly, in the world of series, there's 300 million shows that I'm supposed to be watching. I said I was gonna watch. I haven't watched yet. So I'm just trying to get through stuff. Like I've been trying to do this thing where I'm trying to watch things that I've abandoned.
Yeah.
And try to finish them up. So that's kind of where I'm at now. So I'm like, once I finish the stream, I'm gonna see what's next and then try to see that through to the end. Like I hate to stop watching stuff because I know I'm not gonna come back.
Yeah.
So it's like once I start a series, I'd be trying to finish it because I'm like I don't want to just leave it hanging like that. So I don't know. And The Walking Dead, a huge commitment. It's so many seasons. Yes. It's so long and drawn out. I'm like, I have to commit to that when I can commit to it because I won't be able to start nothing else until I finish it.
These shows, it's like a job. It's like, can I get some So money is because it's a lot. To your point.
Are there jobs that pay you to watch this stuff?
I believe so.
I need one of those
looked
jobs.
up on finding one.
I need one of those jobs
because I would happily dedicate hours to get paid for
hours and hours.
Yeah, 2 hours here, 3 hours there. But to just do that, and don't get me wrong, it is entertaining. Mm-hmm. I like the shows. It's just. It's so many of them. It's like
it's a lot going on, and then it's like
then you got all the channels. You got Netflix, you got Hulu, you got Amazon Prime. Then you got the premium channels that were always there, like the HBOs and the
Disney Pluses.
Yeah,
and then there's so much stuff within Prime. It's stuff everywhere to watch.
I don't have that many hours in the day, y'all.
I'm like, I'll try. But it's like, I don't really have time. It's like, and then when you have a little kid and they monopolize every TV in the house, it make it that much harder.
Right.
Because the most time I watch that on my phone.
Yeah.
Because he'll have all TVs on the channel that he watched. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what is going on in this house? So, I don't know. So, it is what it is. So, now it's the summertime. We're getting into the beginning of the summer. Things are happening. Holidays coming up. 4th of July is coming up.
Weekend coming
and so we can figure out. You have plans already?
I have a party to go to this upcoming Friday. It's like a birthday party. And then next Saturday, my friend said that she's going to do probably like a little cookout.
Okay.
So nothing like major. You?
No, not really. One thing about Sarita, boy, she knows she get out and live. If there's anything, she will find a function. You hear me? Because she definitely coming. Don't you worry, she coming. Meanwhile, me, I'm like, I don't know.
Coming in, I got my chair. I always have my chair in the car.
Oh, you bring your own chair?
Mm-hmm.
So she prepared to come sit.
I keep it in the trunk winter, spring, summer, fall, though. So even if I'm at your house and it's October and there's no seats, I'll be like,
no, that's intentional. I will never have a car because you know what seat always fits?
The seat to go home.
The seat to go home. I know it.
There's no seats here.
Like,
no problem. I'll just go back home.
Oh, just come in and find somewhere to sit. I know where I can sit.
And the driver's seat as I go home.
I'm like, I got a seat that's just for me. Look.
It's my own personal special seat.
I got a seat. Don't you worry. I got somewhere to sit.
Chaz, please don't be like
It's behind the wheel.
Don't be like that. It could be a good gathering. You miss it with some food, especially summertime. Now, wintertime, fall and winter, I'll give you that. But summertime, you mean I'm about to get a grilled burger, some tuna macaroni salad.
Okay,
and baked beans.
Okay, but after a couple of cookouts, I'm gonna go have another hot dog.
Yes.
Another hamburger.
Yes.
More ribs.
Yes.
Oh, see, I'm jaded because my father cooked on the grill year round, so I don't be thinking about that.
See,
my father,
I don't get that.
My father makes ribs every month,
and then I don't cook, so I'm really in there like this,
like I eat grilled food all the time. My father turns on his grill every week. He grills every week, and he has 2 grills, charcoal. He set up charcoal grill every week.
See, and that's why you don't care.
With a whole formula. Look, see, because I got my cherry wood chips. I've been soaking. Like, he do all that. You know what I mean? And he got special formula seasons he won't even touch. If I call him right now and be like, okay, when you grill me that chicken, what do you put? So I'm about to make me some chicken. Why don't you come by and I'll put some seasoning in the bag. I'm like, you can't just tell me.
Like,
and then and then the blatant lie. I don't really know because sometimes I put different stuff. I was like, every time. Listen, every time I come pick it up, it tastes the same. You're putting the same thing. Right. You don't want to tell me.
You just don't want to tell me.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Right. Because he'll say some garlic and some salt and pepper and some other seasoning. I'm like, what's the other seasoning? Right. Like, you gonna take it to the grave? I'm like, oh my God. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I put different stuff. No, you don't. It tastes the same. You're putting the same stuff. You don't want to get the recipe.
You're literally making the same stuff, Dad.
Yeah.
It's all right.
And he got something that he spray onto the meat, but he got it in this spray bottle. Mm-hmm. But the spray bottle is duct tape all the way around. You don't even know what color the liquid is. You can't even figure out, well, you know what? Forget it.
He is serious about this. As a lot of black men are that like the grill. They're like, listen, don't touch that grill.
I can,
and me, I'm like, I wasn't going to.
Like, he won't tell you anything, even down to the barbecue sauce. Like, I could pick his barbecue sauce out of a lineup. Like, I know exactly what his sauce tastes like. He will not tell you what's in it.
So, that's why you don't care. See, me, I don't get grilled food a lot. So, when somebody have a cookout, I'm like,
yeah, that don't mean that.
And I tell them, I'll bring a bag of ice.
See, the thing is, because I know he cooking on the grill, if it's something I want, I'll just say, let me know you turn the grill on, and I'll come by there, and I you know what I mean? I'll bring what I want to throw on there. Like, oh, I got some chicken breast, you can throw it on with your stuff, you know, whatever. But the thing is, it's almost like, you know how, like a hairstylist, when you about to get a wig put on, and they want you to drop off the wig 2 days before so they can work on it. It's like, oh, can you put some chicken on? I bring it. He's like, drop it off to me. I'm like, you don't even want me to see you seasoning it? Like, you know what? I'm so sick of this.
Like, I can't even see you take the bags and stuff out the thing for the... No, just drop it off. Just drop it off.
My gosh.
It's serious like that, though, for people that have, like, family recipes or a recipe that's not a family recipe. It's a recipe that they came up with they perfected it.
I'm your family. Tell me the recipe.
So serious about it. And you ask them, too, like, what you put in this?
It's like, right. You like, last time I cook it, it's going to be the last time you taste it. Like, you know, he ain't never said that, but that was given. I'm like, my God, this thing was in there. It's like... You know,
especially with me, because you know I'm not gonna try to replicate it because I don't cook.
Well, every time my father would put on something, it's like trying to get the Krabby Patty formula out of Mr. Krabs. It's like, you know what I mean? Every time, it's like I just show like ravioli, give me the formula. Like, same what it is.
Like it's some top mission secret for the FBI or something.
Like what's happening? I can't just know. Like, oh my God, and it's all worked up.
But I bet you his girl food is amazing if he has some special hint, clue. Mm-hmm. He was picking up on the hint.
Yeah, I heard what you said. and because he said it's like a barbecue person, it's like I'm used to barbecuing everything. Yeah. Like he even sneaks barbecue sauce in the shepherd pie. It's actually not bad. It's actually pretty good.
I bet you it is. I bet you I wouldn't doubt it.
I'm like, he put barbecue in everything.
Yeah.
Like, my gosh. I'm like, but because of that, it doesn't make a difference to me. I mean, I like grilled food, but you know, and I keep saying I'm gonna get me a charcoal grill because I had a gas grill. It's not the same. The food don't taste the same.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It's I've had the two different ones as well.
It's like the only difference is the convenience of just turning it on for 2 seconds to cook something and take it right off versus charcoal briskets, lighter fluid, wait until lighter fluid blow, you know, burn off and all the other stuff. It's like the production of it. Yeah. Like, it's worth it in the end, but it's like, you know what I mean?
I could feel that food now for next weekend. I could just smell it.
This is ridiculous.
I could smell it. A nice grilled burger.
This is the gluttony they talk about in that Bible.
They put the ketchup and stuff.
You know they talk about the 7 deadly sins. The 7 deadly sins.
And I have this habit.
This is the gluttony that they're referring to.
I have this habit when I put the top bun on the top of the burger. I just tap it a little bit. Like, there you go, boo boo.
You know what?
Put my little tuna salad on the side. I don't even need a whole sloth of stuff. Like don't get me wrong, if they provide that, it's definitely gonna be on my plate. But if all I got is a grilled burger, some tuna salad, and baked beans, I'm in heaven.
She already there. Look at her. She haven't got nothing.
And then don't let the baked beans have the ground beef in them. Oh.
We used to call them chuck wagon beans. Is that what you call it? You used to call it baked beans with the meat in it.
I just say baked beans with the meat.
No.
I just say the baked beans with the meat in it.
Yeah. Yeah, we said.
Give me some of the baked beans with the meat in it.
No, we used to call them chuck wagon beans.
Oh yeah.
My cousin used to put ground beef and bacon actually in it. Yeah. Okay, Shaq.
Oh God. See, but you know what? I was thinking in the car the other day. It's a good thing I don't cook because I would be a lot bigger than what I am. I would be like a linebacker. Cause I would just be in the kitchen just making up stuff like
Truth be told, if you cooked a lot, you wouldn't be eating it.
Every cooker tells me that.
And half the time you get full off just tasting it to make sure it's right.
Every cooker tells me that, and like I'm full from making it. I'm like,
yeah, because I can think of like, oh, I'm gonna make this, and this all together, and it's not. And as soon as it's finished, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Like, and everybody eat it and they enjoy themselves. But I'm like, oh, I'll eventually get a plate. Like, I don't even think about it when it's finished. Like, I'll be wanting everybody else to eat it while it's hot.
Yeah.
I don't think about it at all. I just like, whatever.
Such a good, nice cook.
That's why I taste them. I'm like, if I taste them in a restaurant, I'm like, I can figure this out. Cause like it pains me. Cause like every time I taste something, I'm like, it got to be easy, and I had to figure it out.
Yeah, you a real cook. Cause me, I just bite into it and taste it and just say, this is really good. I finish eating it, I pay my bill. And I leave. I don't care nothing about the ingredients. Like, tasting nutmeg.
Yeah, I'm like, why they put cilantro? I'm like, you usually don't do that, but okay.
Tastes like a hint of basil. I do not do that. I just eat at least. So yeah, you're definitely a cooker.
You can taste basil a mile away. You would know if it was basil.
I don't know the difference seasonings. I don't know thyme. I don't know the difference between that and basil. I don't know what's going on.
You don't know time. You know about being on time to get the plate. I got you.
That's the only thing I know about time.
I know exactly.
I know if you say 3 o'clock for a cookout, I'm pulling up at least at 3.
Exactly. Okay, now I see what the problem is.
And I got my chair and I got my cup. That was a good one. I just don't want to be on time for the cookout. Now, I'm not biting into that burger like, oh, it look like you put some time in this, huh? I don't know. They could have.
Yeah.
They could have done.
It's ridiculous. But it makes sense. On brand. But yeah, so that's us this week. We're going to go ahead and cut it short. Actually, no. We actually been talking about an hour, so it's about right. So we will see you guys next time. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Good 4th of July. Happy holiday. Hope you catch the fireworks. Be safe.
Catch fireworks. Don't catch any bullets.
That's right. All right. You guys enjoy your week.
Bye.
Bye.